Now we are going to see about artificial magnet. Okay, so artificial magnet are produced from magnetic materials. Yes, so the magnetic material, it is from the magnetic materials only artificial magnet is produced. Okay, so what is the magnetic materials? We have seen that no materials which are attracted by magnets are called magnetic material. So the artificial magnet also is produced from a magnetic material, which means that magnet will get attracted by another magnet. Okay, so they are generally made up of magnetizing iron or steel alloys electrically. This artificial magnet are made up of magnetizing iron or steel alloy electrically. Okay, so these magnets are also produced by striking a magnetic material with magnetite or with other artificial magnet. So this artificial magnet is also produced by striking it with a magnetic material with magnetite. Okay, so or with other artificial magnet, it will be produced by striking a magnetic material with magnetite or also with other artificial magnets. Okay, so depending on their ability to retain their magnetic property, artificial magnets are classified as permanent magnets or temporary magnets. Okay, so depending on their ability only, they retain their magnetic property. So from that only artificial magnets are classified as permanent magnets or temporary magnets. Okay, so now let's see about temporary magnets. So temporary magnets are produced with the help of an external magnetic field. So the temporary magnets are produced with the help of an external magnetic field. From the help of the external magnetic field only the temporary magnet will be produced. So they lose their magnetic property as soon as the external magnetic field is removed. So they will lose their magnetic property, that is they will lose their magnetic property as soon as the external magnetic field is, when the external magnetic field is removed, the magnetic property also will be get loosed. Okay, so they are made from soft iron. So temporary magnets are made from a soft iron. Okay, so when the external magnetic field is removed from them, from the temporary magnets, they will lose their magnetic property. So they will be there in some time only there will be a magnetic property. So when the external magnetic field is removed, the magnetic property will go. So that only it is called as temporary magnet. So they are made from soft iron. So soft iron behaves as a magnet under the influence of an external magnetic field produced in a coil of wire carrying a current. So soft iron will behave as a magnet under the influence of an external magnetic field produced in the coil of wire carrying a current. So under the influence of an external magnetic field only, the soft ion will behave as a magnet. Okay, but it loses the magnetic property as soon as the current is stopped in the circuit. Also as soon as the current stopped in the circuit, it will lose their magnetic property. Okay, so magnet used in electric bulbs and cranes are the examples of temporary magnets. So the example of temporary magnets which is used in electric bulbs and cranes. Okay, so temporary magnets are produced with the help of external magnetic field only. So they will lose their magnetic property as soon as the external magnetic field will be removed. Yes, because with the help of external magnetic field only the temporary magnets are produced. Okay, so they are made from a soft iron. So they will made from a very soft iron. Okay, so that soft iron will behave as a magnet under the influence of an external magnetic field which produced in the coil of wire carrying a current. Okay, so it will loses the magnetic property as soon as the current is stopped in the circuit. So magnets which are used in electric bulbs and cranes are the examples of temporary magnets. Okay, now let's see one activity for temporary magnets. Okay, first take some steel pins and bring an iron near them. Okay, first take some steel pins. Okay, and bring an iron nail near to them. Okay, are they attracted? No, there won't be attraction between the steel pins and iron nails. Okay, so now make one of the magnetic poles of the bar magnet touch one end of the iron nail. So now magnetic poles of the magnetic poles of the bar magnet, which is south and north pole. Okay, if you take that magnet and if you should touch at the one end of the iron nail. Okay, so now slide it along its length in one direction slowly till the other end is reached. So now you have to slide that iron nail with the help of magnetic poles slowly in one direction till the other end is reached. Okay, now repeat the process 20 to 30 times. So we should repeat this process for 20 to 30 times. Now the magnet has to be moved in one direction only. So the magnet should be moved in only one direction. It should not move from up to down or down to up. It should move from only in one direction. Avoid the swiping of the magnet back and forth. Yes, you should not move it from up to down or down to up. If you move from up to down means we should move it in one direction. That direction only it should be moved. Okay. So now bring the iron nail near the steel pins. Okay, now bring that iron nails near the steel pins. So we can notice that the steel pins stick to the iron nail because, okay, we will notice that the steel pins will stick to the iron nails. So this is because nail will have a temporary magnet. Yes, while sliding it with sliding the iron nail with the magnetic poles, there will be some temporary magnet in the nail, so that only the steel pins will stick to the iron nail. First, when we bring some steel pins and iron nail near them, there are no attraction. Now, when the iron nail is slide with the help of magnetic poles, the iron nail gets some temporary magnet, so that only the steel pins will stick to that iron nail. Okay. Yes, now I explain. Now let's see that in a video so that you can understand it clearly. Okay. Yes. See, there is no attraction. Now see, north poles and the magnetic poles are brought and it's sliding the iron pin. So see here, they have moved only in one direction only. They are not moving back and forth. They are moving in only one direction only. Okay. So repeat this process for 20 to 30 times. So now bring that steel pins. See this steel pins and brought near the nail. See what happens? There is an attraction between them. So this is what called as temporary magnets. Okay. See, there will be attraction. Yes. So this is what called as temporary magnets. Okay. I hope you all understand. Okay. Okay. Next, let's see about permanent magnets. Okay. So permanent magnets are artificial magnets that retain their magnetic materials even in the absence of an external magnetic field. So permanent magnets is also an artificial magnet in which they will retain their magnetic property. There will be a magnetic property even in the absence of an external magnetic field. Even if there is absent in an external magnetic field, there will be a magnetic property in this permanent magnets. So in temporary magnets, we have seen that they will retain their magnetic property. Their magnetic property will be removed once when the external magnetic field is removed. Okay, so there will be no magnetic materials in temporary magnets when in the absence of external magnetic field, but in permanent magnets they will have their magnetic properties, that is they will retain their magnetic properties even in the absence of external magnetic field. Okay, so these magnets are produced from substance like hardened steel and some alloys. So these permanent magnets are produced from substance like hardened steel. Okay, hardened steel and some alloys. But in temporary magnets, the soft ion only used in the temporary ions. Here hardened steel are used to produce these magnet. Okay, So the most commonly used permanent magnets are made up of AlNiCO, okay, which means an alloy of aluminum, nickel and cobalt. So they mostly commonly used permanent magnet are made up of what? Aluminum, nickel and cobalt, okay. That is what called AlNiCO. Al is aluminum, Ni is nickel and Co is cobalt. Magnet used in refrigerators, speakers and magnetic compass are some of the familiar examples of permanent magnet. So the example of permanent magnet are which are used in refrigerators, speakers and magnetic compass are some of the examples of permanent magnet, okay. The neodymium magnet are the strongest and the most powerful magnet on the earth. So the neodymium magnet it is the most strongest and most powerful magnet on the earth, okay. Do you all know that Alnico cow magnet is used to attract sharp ion wire and other ion objects that may be ingested by animals while grazing, thereby causing damage to their digestive tract. So Alnico cow magnet is used. What is Alnico? It is aluminum, nickel and cobalt, okay. It is an alloy of aluminum, nickel and cobalt. Is used to attract the sharp ion wire and other iron objects, okay. So that maybe if the animals are get eaten by them and they will get indigested, no. So if they eaten the sharp iron wire or other iron objects, with the help of Alnico cow magnet it can be used to attract, so that it will come out of from their digestive tract, okay. Yes. So the magnetic properties of a magnet will be removed from it by the following ways. So the magnetic properties of the magnet will be removed from the following ways, okay. So first one, placing the magnet idle for a long time. So if you placing the magnet for if you place the magnet for a long time, the magnetic property of magnet will be removed, okay. So the continuous hammering of the magnetic substance. So if we continuously hammer the magnetic substance, the magnetic properties of magnet will be removed. Now dropping the magnet from a height. Yes, if we drop the magnet from the height, its magnetic property will be loosed. So heating a magnet to a high temperature. Yes, if we heat the magnet also, there will be a loss in their magnetic properties. Passing a variable current in a coil that encloses the magnet. Improper storage of the magnet. So if there is a improper storage, the magnetic materials of the magnet will be removed, okay. So these are the following ways. By doing this, the magnetic properties of the magnet will be removed, okay. Yes. So what we have seen, artificial magnet. In that artificial magnet we have seen temporary magnets and permanent magnets. So temporary magnet are produced with the help of an external magnetic field, okay. So they will lose their magnetic property as soon as the external magnetic field will be removed. In permanent magnets, it is also an artificial magnet that will retain the magnetic property even in the absence of the magnetic field. So even in the absence of the magnetic field, there will be a retain of the magnetic property. The magnetic property will not be lost even if in the absence of the external magnet, okay. Yes. Okay, next let's see about Earth's magnetism. Okay, we can see about the magnetism in Earth, okay. So the south pole of the imaginary magnet inside the Earth is located near the geographical north. Yes, so the south pole of the imaginary magnet which is inside the Earth will be located near the geographical north, okay. So the north pole of the Earth magnet will be located near the geographical south pole. So the south pole of the magnet will be located near the geographical north, whereas the north pole of the Earth magnet will be located near the geographical south pole, okay. So the Earth has been assumed or imagined by the scientists as a huge magnetic dipole, okay. However, the position of the Earth magnetic pole is not well defined in the Earth. So the position of the Earth magnetic poles is not well defined in the Earth, okay. So there is no well defined Earth magnetic poles in the Earth, okay. So what we have seen, the north pole which is located inside the Earth is located near the geographical north, where the north pole of the Earth magnet located in the geographical near the geographical south pole. Okay, so the line joining these magnetic poles is called the magnetic axis. So the line which joins the south pole and north pole is called as the magnetic axis. Okay, so the magnetic axis intersects the geographical north pole at a point called the north geomagnetic poles or northern magnetic poles. So the magnet axis which intersect, okay, so which intersects the geographical north pole at a point, that point is called as the north geomagnetic poles or northern magnetic poles. So likewise the magnetic axis intersects the geographical south pole at a point. Okay, so that point is called as south geomagnetic poles or south magnetic poles. Okay, so the magnetic axis intersects the geographical north pole at a point which is called as the north geomagnetic pole, and the magnetic axis intersects the geographical south pole at a point, and that point is called as south geometric pole. Okay, so the magnetic axis and the geographical axis do not coincide with each other. So we can see here, no, see, this is the magnetic axis, the red color is magnetic axis, and the blue color is geographical axis. So the magnetic axis and geographical axis did not coincide with each other. Yes, we can see that no, there is no coincide between them. So the magnetic axis of the earth is inclined at an angle of about 10 degree to 15 degree with the geographical axis. So the magnetic axis of earth is inclined at the angle of about 10 degree to 15 degree with the geographical axis. So the exact cause of the earth magnet is not known even today. So the exact cause of the earth magnet is not, even now it is not known well. Okay, yes. So some of the important factors which may be the cause of earth's magnetism. So let's see some important factors which cause the earth's magnetism. Okay, first, the masses of magnetic substance in the earth. So first is it is the masses of the magnetic substance. Next, it is a radiation from the sun. Third, it is the action of the moon. Okay, so masses of magnetic substance, radiation from the sun, and action of the moon. These are some important factors which cause the earth's magnetism. Okay, however, it is believed that the earth magnetic field is due to the molten charged metallic fluid inside the earth's surface with a core of radius of about 3500 km compared to the earth radius of 6400 km. So it is believed that, what is believed means, the earth magnetic field is due to the molten charged metallic fluid inside the earth surface. So the earth magnetic field is due to the metallic fluid which is inside the earth surface. So with a core of radius of about 3500 km. So that metallic fluid inside the earth surface is at the core of radius of about 3500 km, which is compared to the earth radius, that is 6400 km. So they have believed that the earth magnetic field is due to the metallic fluid which is inside the earth surface. Okay, so that by that fluid only they have believed that the earth has the magnetic field. Okay, so this is the core of the earth. So this is the fluid, this is a liquid fluid, this is a solid inner core, this is the core, and this is the mantle. Okay, so this is the core of the earth. Okay, yes. So the south pole of the imaginary magnet will be inside the earth, will located near the geographical north, and the north pole of the earth's magnet is located near the geographical south pole, and these two lines joining these magnetic poles is called as the magnetic axis. So these lines which join the magnetic poles is called as the magnetic axis. Okay, so the magnetic axis intersects the geographical north pole at a point, and that point is called as north geometric pole or northern magnetic pole. The magnetic axis which intersects the geographical south pole at a point called the south geometric poles or southern magnetic poles. Okay, yes. Now let's see about Earth's magnetic field. So a freely suspended magnetic needle at a point on the Earth comes to rest approximately along the geographical south direction. So a freely suspended magnetic needle, okay, which is point on the Earth, it is said that it will comes to rest approximately along the geographical south direction. So along the geographical south direction only, the suspended magnetic needle will come to rest. So it will approximately say that it will be along the geographical south direction. Okay, so this shows that the Earth behaves like a huge magnetic dipole with its magnetic poles located near its geographical poles. So this is what shows that the Earth will behave like a huge magnetic dipole with its magnetic pole which is located near the geographical poles. Okay, so the north pole of the magnetic needle approximately will points towards the south. Will points towards the geographical north. So the north pole of the magnetic needle it will be approximately points toward the geographical north. Thus it is appropriate to say that the magnetic north pole of the needle is attracted by the magnetic south pole of the Earth, which is located at the geographical north. So that only it is said that the magnetic north pole of the needle will be attracted by the magnetic south pole of the Earth, so which is located at the geographical north. Okay, also the magnetic south pole of the needle is attracted by the magnetic north pole of the Earth, which is located at the geographical south. So the magnetic south pole of the needle also will be attracted by the north pole of the Earth, so which is located at the geographical south. So what it is said, that means a freely suspended wire which will point at the Earth will comes to Earth approximately with the geographical north-south direction. So the north pole of the magnetic needle will approximately points towards the geographical north. So thus it is appropriate to say that the magnetic north pole of the needle will be attracted by the south pole of the Earth, which is located at the geographical north, whereas the magnetic south pole of the needle will attract by the magnetic north pole of the Earth, which is located at the geographical south. Okay, so the magnitude of the magnetic field strength at the Earth's surface ranges from 25 to 65 microtesla. So the magnitude of the magnetic field strength which is at the Earth's surface will ranges from 25 to 65 microtesla. So also, do you all know that the Earth magnet is 20 times more powerful than a fridge magnet? So what it is say, that means it is the Earth magnet will be 20 times more powerful than the fridge magnet. Okay, so this is Earth magnetic field. Okay, next let's see about uses of magnet. Okay, so in ancient times the magnet is in the form of direction stone were used by a seaman to find the direction during a voyage. So to find the direction during the voyage, the magnet is in the form of direction stone, okay, which were used by a seaman to find the direction during a voyage. So in ancient times they have said like that. Okay, so nowadays magnets are used to generate electricity in dynamos. So nowadays and all the magnets are used to generate electricity only magnets are used. So the electromagnets, yes, we all know magnet which is used in our day-to-day life. So that electromagnet only we all are using in our day-to-day life. So they are used in electric bulbs and electric motors. So yes, the electric motors and all electromagnetic only are used. Okay, so they are also used in loudspeakers and microphone. Yes, in microphone and loudspeaker also electromagnet are only used. Okay, so now with the help of electromagnet only we can hear loud noises from the loudspeaker and microphone also. If we talk we will get voice, no, this is because of electromagnet only. So they are used in loudspeakers and microphone. So an extreme powerful electromagnet is used in the fast moving maglev train to remain floating above the tracks. So the most powerful magnet is used in the most powerful electromagnet is used in the maglev train for fast moving to remain floating above the track. So for the maglev train there will be no wheels. Okay, so the electromagnet only is, so what electromagnet, powerful electromagnet only is used to for the maglev train to move fast. Okay, so the magnets are also used in computers in its storing devices such as hard disk. So we all know hard disk, it is a storage device. So the magnets are also used in that, used in computer also, it is magnets are used. Okay, also the tip of the screwdrivers, we all know screwdrivers, so the tip of the screwdrivers are made slightly magnetic so that the screws remain attached to this tip. So the tip of the screwdriver also is made it slightly magnetic so that the screw will remain attached to the tip, so that the screw will remain in that, will be attached to the tip. Okay, so at the hospital also MRI scan, we all know MRI scan, it is magnetic resonance imaging, is used to scan the specified internal organs. So it will use to find the internal organs, we will use to scan with the help of MRI. So there also an extremely form electromagnet is used. So there also a powerful electromagnet is used. So in banks, the magnets enable the computer to read the MICR numbers printed on the check. So the magnet also, in banks also the magnet is used to read the MCR numbers which is printed at the check. In the check there will be a MCR numbers. So the magnet will enable the computer to read the MCR numbers. With the help of magnet only the computer is able to read. Okay. Yes, so this is the loudspeaker and this is microphone, you have seen, no? So this is the MRI scan and this is the maglev train. So in maglev train I have said no, they have no wheels. It will float above its tracks due to the strong magnetic forces applied by computer controlled electromagnet. So it will float in tracks, it will have no wheels, so it will float on tracks due to the magnetic force, strong magnetic force which is applied by computer controlled electromagnet. So it is the fastest train in the world. So maglev train is the fastest train in the world. The speed attained by the train is about 500 km per hour. So it is the most powerful train, this maglev train, which have no wheels. It will be float in the track with the help of strong magnetic forces which is applied by computer control electromagnets. Okay, yes. Okay, by this the lesson over. So today what we have seen artificial magnet, temporary magnets, permanent magnets, then we have seen about earth magnetism and we have seen earth magnetic field, and then we have seen the uses of magnets. So in this lesson we have seen about classification of magnets, and their classification is natural magnets and artificial magnets. We have seen them briefly. Then we have seen the difference between the natural magnets and artificial magnets. Then we have seen about magnetic properties. So there are three magnetic properties which are attractive property, repulsive property and directive property, and we have seen briefly about each one of the property. Okay, we have seen attractive property, repulsive property and directive property in briefly. Also with the experiment we have seen that. Then we have seen about magnetic field and tracing the magnetic field. Then we have seen about magnetic materials, that is diamagnetic material, paramagnetic materials and ferromagnetic materials. And today we have seen about artificial magnet, earth magnetism and earth magnetic field and uses of magnets. Okay, by this the lesson is over. Thank you.